Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino. We're back in All the Mods 10 to the Sky. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Last episode, we got the Oblivion Shard taken care of from the ATM recipe, this thing right here. So this is done. We are actually moving along pretty good. I think we've got the Philosopher's Fuel is another one that we're going to be working on here pretty quick. We just need the 2 sentient Ender from Ender AIs, and we get those 2, and that will be done. Wither's Compass done. Dragon Soul is not done yet. We're going to be working on that one in this episode. It shouldn't be that hard. We just got to do the Focus of Summoning from Ars Nouveau, which we should do that real quick. And then we got to go down through the pathway on Occultism to be able to make the Empty Soul Gem. So that's what we're going to be working on in this episode. Oops, go back out, go back in, and one more time. Cool. Mod pack is updated to version 1.7, I think it is. I think I'm still running on 1.6 something. So I am going to be updating here pretty quick. We'll be updating into the newest version of the mod pack. And we've got some new toys to play with there. So I'm kind of excited for that. Some old favorites. Things we haven't seen before. Plus, I heard that they've made some changes to the extended AE, which maybe that'll kind of help with some of the problems that I've been having, right? I'm thinking maybe that might help. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. What other quest rewards do we have? The Invar Bee. We can do that one. We can do the Crystalline Bee. We'll take that one. Is there anything else in here? Oh, yeah. The Iron Bee. We can do that one. Cool. And then all of these. That one, and that one. I think that's it for productive bees now. Cool. Occultism, where is it? Let's go start right down here. And it has been ATM9, actually quite a bit of stuff with occultism. But it was primarily just to build my factory so that I could have the high-level Crusher Spirit. Didn't do a whole lot else with that. Still probably won't do too much of that. We're just going to kind of keep things moving along here. And just until we can get everything kind of unlocked, right? And we may not spend too much time in this book. We may actually jump into the occultism book, the little book of demons. And we may be doing a lot of stuff that way as we go through. But, you know, there might be some stuff here that we would maybe like to play with. I don't know. We'll kind of play with it and see what the mod pack developers kind of had in mind for us when they put this all out. What else been going on? Well, between episodes, not much here. I've been processing through as much Invar as I can. So really just been camping this area right here. How is my... Yeah, I still got 110 hours stored there. So not at risk for any problems there. I want to put this into here. Boom, and let you kind of do your thing. Oh, look, that's a weather any. You know, that's it. I don't have that one. I do need to get that one, and I know how to get it. We could get that with the bee. You know, that might not be a bad thing to do, because I would like to get the any weather tolerant type thing. But actually, you know, it's not that big of a deal, because if you think about it, right, we've got the draconic evolution stuff for taking care of daylight and rainstorms now. We can reset everything. So I guess we really don't need that anymore. Okay, as I mentioned, I think we're going to be doing a lot of the occultism stuff kind of right up here on top of this roof area. I think that's where we're going to be doing a lot of this at. I may incorporate it into part of this build here. So we may have like some of the occultism stuff happening in here. And then we may have like the ritual areas out here. I don't know. I haven't decided exactly yet how we're going to do it. So I think what the best thing for us to do is probably just jump right into it and get her done. And I think that'll help the most. All right. Big book of that. We're going to need to get that thing made. And we're going to need to get some demon fruit made. Demon's dream fruit is pretty healthy for you. There might be some side effects. When you consume one, you have a chance to get the effect of the third eye, allowing you to. Yeah, okay. We know how to do that, right? We're going to need the demon's dream seeds. And I want to put that on repeat down here. So let's just yeah, let's hop down into here and see. Do I have a spot where I can put these in at? You know what? I think rice. I think we're okay with rice, right? I made rice and I never did a dang thing with it. So I think we're going to call rice good. And I'm going to get that out of there. And let's get some dream seeds and we're going to put those into there. And then I'm going to tick accelerate this. All right, very good. Let's grab some dragon. Not dragon fruit. Demon's dream fruit. And I'm going to need some oak saplings too. Oak saplings. Give me a bunch of those. All right, so we've done the dream fruit. We can go and take that off of there. Let's make the little book of demons while we're thinking about this. Let's go ahead and do. I know we have that. Why is it saying it's missing? It's right there. Why is it saying it's missing? That's weird. So any book, right? Yeah, any book. We got books too. Why? All right, next one. It says the flames of the other world. What if I told you the demon's fruit is flammable? Throwing our demon's dream fruit down and setting it on fire will create spirit fire. That's how we convert some other world items into other world materials. It's also pretty. All right, so we're gonna need. We want to get a piece of netherrack, and we have flint and steel in here. That may be in this bag, right? Yeah, right there. Cool. I'm gonna start off with this kind of mechanic right inside here. Get rid of that. We're gonna put that down on there, and I think we have to put the fruit down on it. So we turn off my magnet. Too far, right there, and then got it. Cool. All ready to go. All right, we can clear that one off, and now it says Spirit Fire conversions. Using Spirit Fire, we can convert several Otherworld mats into their Otherworld variants. You can also find several Otherworld mats by going under the effects of the third eye and adventuring into the world. You might be surprised what you find. To make it easier, there are crafting recipes for the basic materials by throwing them into Spirit Fire. Andesite converts into other stone, which can be used to light a permanent Spirit Fire. So this one's not permanent. I think it's permanent. I guess we'll find out. Oak saplings convert to oak saplings, but they are not the same. When grown, these will look exactly like a regular oak tree. However, under the effects of the third eye, you will be able to harvest the Otherworld variant. If you have trouble collecting the logs, if they turn into regular oak logs, even with third eye, try collecting them from the top. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know what we do need to do. We need to take this and throw this in, and we got the oak saplings, but these are the occultism oak saplings. Cool. All right, we're going to go down here, and we're going to need to do a little bit of hopefully getting this going. Now, I wonder, I want to try something here. Let's put this thing, let's go over here. Give me a little bit of space here. How about right about there? Now give me a piece of dirt and I'll put you right there. All right, I haven't made a tree farm in a while using redstone, so I'm gonna see how bad I mess this up. So if I take and put a piece of, if I put a repeater, and I think I gotta go like right here, put that in there like that, and give me a pressure plate. All right, I think I got it set up here. It took me a while to remember how to do these, but we got it. Next thing I'd like to do, though, is I want to kind of speed this up. So what I'm doing is we're going to have to get some of the wood, but you're not under the effects of Otherworldly for very long. And so what I'd like to do is see if I can automate the collecting of this stuff, right? So if I go here and I get the just dire things. What is that thing called? Just dire things. Not the sensor. Advanced block breaker. One of those. Let's clear this inventory here just a little bit. You. Oh, and I think I need the flint and steel, but nah, I don't want to do that. oak sapling, and lever, right? Okay, this doesn't matter where it goes. Remember, it is just dire things. So we can do that, and we can do that. Cool. This has chainsaw on it, but I think what I might want to do is let's look at the Celestigem axe. Let's do this one, right? And there is a, what's it called? Tree feller. I can put that and put that. That'll give us tree feller. Right. And then the other one, I think we want to get the drops teleporter also. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to go ahead and get the drops teleporter also set up for this. And there we go. And there we go. And got it. Cool. And I'm going to, just like I did the other day, we'll put this down to here. And I'm going to click on that. We're going to put it into there. Cool. I hope this works. We're going to try it. Put that into there. We're going to put this on every tick. And we're going to say that it is going to not, it's going to deny breaking those. Okay. I'll only want it to break the wood when it shows up. I don't want to break the saplings when they go in there. I think that's all I need. Let's put a gate on it. We're going to find out. All right. That seems to be working. So now if I put that in there. Okay. All right. That was a little slower than I wanted it to be. How can we speed this thing up? Let's see if we put some efficiency on this. Chainsaw. We can put chainsaw on it. Efficiency. Let's go ahead and take max level of efficiency. Yeah, I think that's it. Just, we're going to put, efficiency. I think I got unbreaking on there by mistake. That's no big deal. I guess I don't care about unbreaking, but, and it's got mending on there also. I don't remember putting mending on there, but I guess I got it. So no biggie. We'll come here, put that, and that'll turn into that. And then, you know what? I'm thinking about this. Can we do this? We can. All right. If you look there, that's going to give us 4 sockets on that one. Let's go ahead and do that. Right. Oh, this might be kind of fun. Gimme. Yeah, just give me all levels. I don't care. I'm like so over the whole level thing right now. It's not even funny. Let's do this. Let's go with, we don't need that. I don't think there's really anything here that we need, or really anything on that we need to change. So let's look at the gems that we can do. So I'm checking it out here. It looks like the ballast gem can be used on mining tools, and I think this axe would count as that. I'm not sure. We're gonna double check it. Breach gem increases interaction range. Not worried about that. Mining speed. I've got the lightning gem. I put it down here. We're gonna test that one. Slipstream also increases mining speed, so I'll put that on there. Splendor gets experience gain. Gem of the Earth increases fortune. Not cared about that one. Gem of the Royal Family doesn't really apply. Verdant Ruin for mine tools, it breaks a 5x5. Don't care about that. And this one has netherite effectiveness, which I've only got one of those, so I'm not gonna do that. So we're just gonna go with 3. We're gonna test it and see if this counts as a mining tool. It does not. Does it count as that? It does not. It will take the 60%, but I think that's really probably getting it as a weapon. Yeah, see, it's getting the 10 attack damage on there. So now it doesn't look like there's any gems that we could use really that that would help us. So not too worried about that then, having the number of sockets on there. It's not as important. What might be important though is maybe some of the stuff that comes along with it. So we're going to take a peek. That's right now we got what do we have here? Right now we got plus 26 on mining efficiency. That's the exact same one. Yeah, I really don't see anything there that's going to be any better for us. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's try it again. Hopefully this speeds up a little bit, as I would like this to be pretty fast. Let's talk about the clock that we're using here. So we have this is set in subtract mode, so it's waiting for bone meal to kind of go into there. And then this is just a simple clock, right? It recycles here and then it sends a signal off every time it goes around, and that will activate the dispenser. But it will only go off when you have bone meal in there. But you see it's not dispensing the bone meal. It'll dispense the bone meal once I do, make sure I got the right one. Yeah, when I do that. There we go. Yeah, that was instant build, right? So I'm thinking we can just do this. Yeah, I think this will work just fine right here, right? Cool. Okay, let's get that up out of the way. Excellent. Okay, I feel good about this. I feel good about this. We may end up with some, I don't know, we may end up with a few extra drops kind of here, there, and everywhere, but that's okay. So let's get a bunch of bone meal. And I say a bunch, but 2 stacks will probably be more than enough. All right. And then I'm going to do a pin right here. Let's do a pin. Let's look up dispenser. All right. I think I got the dispenser ones turned off here. Yeah. So that should, we'll see if that kills all the sound here. All right. So we're going to need the dragon fruit. I don't need the tree capitator anymore. And we're going to need the other world saplings is what we're going to be looking for. That'll be this one right here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can activate third eye. We did. It's working perfectly. Thank you very much. Eat again. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely helping out. That's one of the things that's I never did like about occultism was trying to get as much of the wood as you possibly could in that short period of time, right? There you go. That's perfect. I'm going to take that out of there, that out of there. Yay. All right. Well, I think that's what they meant when they said, hey, if it doesn't work, even when you're otherworldly, let's go back in here and see this. Other stone. What I tell you, this part right here, oak saplings convert to oak saplings, but they are not the same when grown. These will look exactly like a regular oak tree. However, under the effects of the third eye, you'll be able to harvest the otherworld variant. If you have trouble collecting the logs, if they turn into regular oak logs, even with the third eye, try collecting them from the top. I don't know exactly what that means, but we're going to test this away from that system because maybe we can't do that. Maybe we can't automate it. So give me another stack of demon fruit here. We've got a sapling here. So I'm going to take the tree capitator. We're going to drop this down and we're going to need some bone meal too. Where's some bone meal? Give me some of that. Okay. Let's take a bite. There we go. We got it. And we're going to use this thing. Okay. We got it that time. That work? It works. Too slow. All right, so we've got a few of these. They're just called otherworld logs, right? Otherworld logs. Okay, so the 4 that I did using this axe from here worked fine. Okay, so it may be a situation with this thing not working right. We're going to try it one more time. All right. And yeah, see, it's not going in there. We're not getting any otherworld logs by using the block breaker. Cool. Okay. So that's not exactly bad because we can use it here and it should work fine. Right? So let's do this. I'm going to pause there and let's go. So yeah, see, it's working fine that way. Okay. So it's not that this can't be automated. We just can't automate it with that. Why are you guys back again? Whew, okay. All right. So I've got we can do this, right? Just not, yeah. Probably not advantageous. But we'll see. All right, we're gonna need some andesite. And I thought I could use I was thinking that you could use mystical agriculture for doing andesite, but it's not looking like it. Yeah. That'd be here, right? Yeah, I don't see it. We can use the manipulation essence. We can do that. All right. We don't have anything andesite wise, do we? No, we don't. Okay, let's see if we can get some andesite made. All right, so we're just gonna go back to our roots here. We're just gonna click on the soil here and get us enough andesite. Barely, but I just need one. So, and I got two, and that's more than enough right there, huh? Let's do that. We got our andesite, and then do we have another netherite? We do. Let's grab that. Let's grab a couple of tanks, singularity tanks. We've got one with water. Cool. Make another one. Boom. Okay, we're going to go drop in another one of these right here. We should be able to go right to there. We'll put in our andesite. We'll put that in on top of it. And we'll put the singularity tank there and a singularity tank there with the lava. All right, there we go. And then we'll just need a functional storage drawer to link it, and we'll lock it. That should be connected. That's not locked either. We'll put that on there. Cool. Okay. So yeah, now we've got our andesite. And I really don't care about the rest of these. We're just going to toss them in the trash there. Should we go ahead and upgrade it? I think we should. Let's do, yeah, we'll just put a gold upgrade on it. Just one. Perfect. All right. Now we've got enough andesite. Get back up here. And we throw that in, and that'll get us our, I'm going to turn my magnet on. There we go. That will get us our other stone. Cool. And then what was the other thing that we needed for this? It was the diamonds, right? Yeah, diamonds. All right, cool. There we go. Drop our diamonds in. We got our spirit attuned gems. That takes care of that quest line. What did that give us? Oh, we got a wind generator. I was like, what? All right, we're going to go ahead and make the divination rod. It's just, we're doing it just because it's part of the quest line up here. I can't remember if we're actually going to need that or not. There we go. That's done. All right. So we're got to get to the stragglers. What's it called? Stragglers, higher binding. Isn't that what's called? Yes. Stragglers higher binding. That's the one we got to do. So this is what the ritual area is going to look like. You can see we're going to need the, what looks like purple. I don't know if that's white or gray. Oh, that's white chalk. Yeah, white chalk. And you can see it right up above where it's saying white chalk, purple chalk, lime chalk. We're going to need skeleton skulls and candles. Any candle, it looks like. So can we make, I was looking up the occultism candles, but I think we can use any candle. Yeah, I think we can. We're going to find out here. We're going to put in, and it is counting. You see up above there where we're now at 8 of 85 done. So that's good. Golden sacrificial bowl. Gonna need a normal sacrificial bowl. Turn it into a golden sacrificial bowl. That's gonna go right there. Skeleton skulls. You know what? I don't know. Yeah, see, that's not something that we have a lot of. Did we get a skeleton prediction? If not, I think we can get a skeleton prediction pretty fast. Yeah, I don't see a skeleton one here. So let's do that one really quick. We're going to need, I think it's in here. Got that one. And I've got one on me too. Let's do, yeah, this one right here. Cool. There's a skeleton. Got him. Yep. All right, let's drop him in. And let's just kick this thing into overdrive, shall we? This shouldn't take us very long. Yep, that didn't take very long at all. Now we can go ahead and, I'm going to clear this phantom one out of here. Oh, good. gotta do this part first. Come here, please. There. And there. And give me the skeleton. It looks like Shulker's done also. Let's go and pull the Shulker one out of there. And we'll put the Shulker one into here for a while. We're going to pull the Wilden out also. And we're going to pull the Phantom one out. We'll put you in. Okay, we've got that set up now. We're going to start getting the skeleton predictions in. Though it'll be kind of slow here in the beginning. But we only need just a couple to get the number of skeleton skulls that we need. So that's not going to be bad. We've got one here now. That'll give us a total of 8 skeleton skulls. There we go. And we'll check on this in just a minute and see how many more we got. We'll keep working on the other parts of this while we wait for that to occur. Oh, that actually might be enough. Perfect. There we go. We got that part of it done. Now it looks like the rest of this is going to be for the difference. So let's take a look at getting the purple clay or purple chalk. If I recall, we got to start off with the impure varieties. So we're going to need that one. We're going to need the white and the lime. So let's go with the impure white and the impure lime. So we're going to need burnt other stone and otherworld ashes. Let's grab the other. That's not working. What do we need for that? Burnt other stone is, oh, you just got to double smelt that. Okay, there we go. Now we got everything we need for this. Let's grab that one. Yep. What do we need for purple? Okay, so we're going to need 1 impure white chalk of each one. Let's grab, here's put you up in there. Put you into there. Grab me one more. Cool. Purple, we're going to need crushed in stone. Oh, okay. The only way you can get crushed in stone is with a crusher spirit. All right, let's make a bunch of taboo books. Got those. We're going to need to make the crushed in stone. We're going to need the foliot. So we're going to need this recipe here, aviator circle. Let's see if we can figure this one out. That might be like the very first one. Yeah, right there. Right there. And we'll put it right there. We need another sacrificial bowl. Okay. Sacrificial bowl. All right. Luckily, if you remember, we've been had this set up over here for squid ink. That's going to come in handy. What else are we got to get done? So I did go ahead and make a few items as we're kind of running down through, the list. Because we got to get, the first ritual made. So we're going to go ahead and do the brush. Control that. There you go. There we go. That'll give us a chalk brush. We've already done the candles, and I went ahead and made the spirit attuned crystals. So we got that part done. Now we're kind of working on the book of binding. So we're making the purified ink, which is why I wanted to grab the squid ink from over there. Oh, why didn't that work? Oh, it's only black dye. It used to be you could do squid ink. Oh, can I turn that into black dye? Yeah, you can turn that into black dye. There we go. Get us a little bit of that together. And we're going to need to make now the book of bindings. Here we go. All right, does that give us everything that we need? It now does. Cool. I think that's a recipe that I would like to put on repeat. So let's do this. Excellent. Okay. What does that give us now? We can do this one. No reward for that. Preparing for ritual bowls. We need 4 of the regular sacrificial bowls. I've already made a bunch. That takes care of that. Okay. First one, we're going to need the foliot book. So I should be able to do that right there. Cool. We are going to take a look at this one more time. All right, let's put this in. I think we can just do it just like that right there. And then we're going to need for our ingots, we're going to need 1 iron ingot. We're going to need 1 copper ingot. We're going to need a silver ingot. And we're going to need a gold ingot. And we're going to need the Foliot book. And that should do it. I think we put that right there. Nope. We need to put the ingredients in first. All right. So we got 4 items. So we got 4 bowls. Put that into there. Put that into there. And then put that there. And it's going to consume. You see like the little flame thing over there. So we can come over here and go speed that up. And there he is. Hello, buddy boy. You ready to work for me? In stone. Should be able to just toss that over there to him. There it goes. Hey, we got our first piece. He's slow as molasses. Can you tech accelerate him? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, while he's going on, let's go ahead. We're going to put down the white marks here. We'll just go ahead and start filling in what we can. But we should be pretty close to being able to do the next part. Oh, yeah, we've got our 5 now, so that should be more than enough. Let's pop over here. We need to make the impure. There we go. And the lime green. What do we need? Research fragment. Oh, we got another one here we got to do. All right, we're working on the next thing we got to do in this sequence of things. It's just a rabbit hole. You know, one thing right after another you got to get done. But we got the purple. So we can do this. And while we're at it, well, no, let's finish this one off first. Then we're going to need the more candles. And I should have enough candles for this. There we go. All right, let's lay down the sacrificial bowls. We're going to do them like this. And yeah, this one should now be ready to go. And what we're doing this for is get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're doing this thing here. So we're going to need the emerald dust. We're going to need another Foliot book. And we're going to need 2 bottles of enchanting and the emerald dust. So emerald dust and bottles of enchanting times 2. Bind that together. Book of binding. There we go. And now we can do this. And there we go. Got that one. Oh, okay. Now this is so we can make the lime green. Yeah, this right here. So should have everything now we need for the impure green. Perfect. All right, taking a look at what we're going to be doing. There's going to be, to get the empty soul gem, we're going to have to do all of this stuff here, right? And that's going to require us to have 8 bowls around this thing. So let's get the 8 sacrificial bowls. There we go. 8 sacrificial bowls. And I'm going to do it like this. Cool. There's our 8 sacrificial bowls. And now we need to get the rest of this stuff together. All right, let's go down through the list, see what we're going to need. So to make the empty soul gem, we're going to need diamond. Let's make the fragile soul gem. So we need another Foliot book. There we go. Foliot book. We're going to need an egg. Going to need glass and a piece of iron. Glass, iron, egg, and a book, and a little speed up. There we go. Put that in. We're going to need some soul sand. Going to need a diamond. And then the ingots. Copper, gold, and iron. Cool. That takes care of that. We need the book of binding, which is going to be, now we're going to need the next tier of book up, which that shouldn't be too hard to do. And now the book of binding. And very good. All right, we got to make light gray chalk. Something we got missed. There we go. And then we're going to need silver dust, which we can do that through mechanism, right? Yeah, we can do that through mechanism. And crushed calcite. That is, we can do that with a foliate. How do we get calcite? All right, I was trying to find ways of getting the calcite pebbles, not very good. There's actually only one way of getting the calcite pebbles. And it's not that hard. It's just going to be kind of a pain. We're going to need a flint mesh, which we've got. And we're going to put it not here. We're going to put it there. Yep. And then we're going to need crushed deep slate, which should be this stuff right here. So give me like 4 stacks of that. And let's see if that gives us our calcite. Yeah. We got plenty of calcite now. Lots of calcite. Cool. That'll work. And I'm hoping this guy can get you out of there. Can you do this? But appear he can. That should be good. He gave me 2 pieces. So we should have everything now we need for this. Oh, silver dust. Forgot to do the silver dust. All right, that should take care of that. Now we have everything. All right, throw that into the fire. Get the light gray chalk out. And then, remember that brush we made in the beginning? What do we put it at? We put it into here. Yeah, chalk brush. This comes in handy. It really does. Because you can knock it out just like that. And clear it up. And it does say white chalk underneath there. No, that is supposed to be white chalk. Oh, I see it right there. Okay. All right. Light gray chalk goes there, there, and there, and there. There. And this is the white chalk. Cool. All right. We still need, though, we're still going to need these 4. Can they go right here? Like that, maybe? We're going to find out. We're going to need 2 of these. And we're going to need that and that. And let's find out now. Missing item, silver ingot. Oh, I put in an iron ingot. That's supposed to be a silver ingot. Silver ingot, and now that. Hey, we got it. Empty soul gem. Cool. So now we got, put that into there. That gives us now the only thing left is the focus. So let's get all the Wilden stuff and a gold ingot. And we're also going to need a block of source gem. That shouldn't be a problem. Source gem block. There we go. Source gem block. Cool. I think we're ready to make this piece. Go back over to our R's area, and it should be this right here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the source. No recipe found. Pedestals must be within 3 blocks. Oh, you know what's going on? I think I saw somebody talking about this before. Oh, I see what's going on. Actually, it's because I don't have the Wilden tribute. I was using the summon Wilden. That's my mistake. Let's go. We got to go fight the Wilden Chimera. And then we can do this one. So that shouldn't be too hard, but I don't think I want to do it there. We're going to need to put all this up here. Let's get the Brazier, Ritual Brazier, that thing right there. Summon Wilden, and then we'll need... All right, I'm hoping this is going to be big enough for doing this. I think it's going to be. Put that there. Do we need... I don't think we do. I think we can just do this just like this. Right. There we go. This should be a big enough area for this fight. There it goes. Yeah, pretty simple. Cool. So with that, now we can put this onto there. And we grab our source block. And now this should work. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking that I didn't see that it was a Wilden tribute. I thought it was just a summon Wilden. I should have been paying attention. Yay, we got it. So with that, we can do this. And we can, there is the Dragon Soul. So our next piece on our path to the ATM Star is now complete. And it goes, if I remember, it goes right there. Nope, it goes right there. Boom. Awesome. Okay. And with that also, I think, how are we on Invar? Let's take a peek. So we got 3,900. We need 25,000. So let's go ahead and make, see if we can make 21,000. See how many we can make. Let's do 10 for now. Yeah, that won't take long at all. And then we'll see about making another 11. No, okay. So we're going to need another 60,000 to do that. I mean, that's getting close. We are getting close. And that'll give us Invar. We still got to get steel and bronze made, which steel's the ones that actually get me a little more concerned now. Now that we've kind of gotten through Invar, I think steel's probably going to be the next one that is going to be kind of a pain for us. And I was chatting with someone, a colleague, and they were asking about the bobble hearts. And I don't think I ever showed this, but if you take your bobble hearts, because you get a lot of these red ones, you know, you can go ahead and cook them. Let's throw those in there. Here, I'll just do the output on it. Cook up a bunch of these. Cool. Okay. And then you can go over here and you can put them in like this, and it makes the next tier. Cool. I don't think I ever showed that, but before I fought the dragon, I had seen that, and I was like, oh, hey, wait a minute. And I think we can do like that. Yeah. And that'll turn it back into like the red heart. So, you know, but anyways, keep that in mind. If you need these hearts to be able to turn them into the next tier up, you can do that. Okay. So now that these are yellow, right? They're the yellow melty. Now I can put them in like this. And I can put that red one in there, and now they're going to turn into the yellow heart. Okay. But if you don't want to do that, you want to go ahead and take it up to the next level, you can do that and turn it up to the green, etc., etc., etc. Right? You can just keep it up higher and higher and higher. I had done that before we fought the Chaos Dragon. Let me go E to here, and we're going to pull our heart canister off here for a moment, open it up, and I got me a full 10 10 10 on the heart canister. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you've got a bunch of those little heart containers and the reds, but you're not getting the other colors, you can make them. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino. Next episode, we're going to focus on trying to get the ultimate singularity done. So we're going to try to tackle the steel and the bronze and try to get both of those done. And then we'll be really, really close. I think we'll just have a couple of things left to do, and we'll be done. All right, folks, we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.